Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna give everyone just a few seconds if you are getting on live. Thanks for being here. I'm excited. This is my first time going live in the Beachbody Champions page, and I'm really pumped. So I'll give everyone just another second. While you're getting on, my name is Ashley Howard. I am a 3-star lifetime diamond, and I absolutely love being a coach. I do this full time. I actually have retired my husband. He's home with me, and you're not here to hear my story, but there are so many amazing things that Beachbody and the coaching opportunity has done for me. What I want to talk about today, though, is why my Challenge Tracker app, for me, has been a game changer. So I have 5 reasons that I'm going to share with you in just a second about why I use the app, exclusively use the app, and I've kind of said goodbye to Facebook groups. So I'll explain just a little bit about how I lead the groups, what I do, some tips about leading groups exclusively in the app. And then hopefully you guys will, if you want to ask questions, that's great. If I don't see your question live, I will be sure to check back and answer it in the comment section. But it's really been just such a huge help to me. So a little background about myself and how I run challenge groups is I started like everyone else, and I used Facebook groups to run challenge groups every single month. And that was fine. And then when I heard, when was it, like last summit, that they were going to release an app, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But of course I sort of like resisted change because I had my system. Until I started seeing the benefit of really moving people over to the app and not just using Facebook groups to run challenge groups. So since that time, I've actually been exclusively leading challenge groups in the app since the summer months, like exclusively. I don't do double groups. I only lead groups in the app. The only reason I still have Facebook groups is for free groups. So for example, I have an ongoing accountability group for health and wellness and accountability, motivation, things like that. And I only host free challenges in that Facebook group. So I still utilize Facebook groups, but it's only for my free challenge groups. So I'm gonna dive in with my 5 reasons why the My Challenge Tracker app is a game changer and you should be utilizing it at this point. Number 1 is you reach more people. So I don't know about you guys, but I have really connected with a lot of people on Instagram. And some of those people don't have Facebook, and that's okay. That's their choice. I can't convince them to have Facebook, but I have an amazing challenger who will hopefully become a coach someday. We checked in one-on-one for a year because she just did not want Facebook. We met on Instagram. And since she's been able to get in my challenge groups using the app, she is like a rock star challenger. And it's kind of crazy to think that she would never get that opportunity if I didn't move the groups over to the app. And as I continue to grow on Instagram and make more connections, it's going to be more and more common that some people may not have a Facebook account. So rather than, trying to give them another solution, if you have a challenge group in the Tracker app, it's so easy to just add them along and they're a challenger just like everyone else. So really, some of my best challengers were from Instagram who didn't necessarily have Facebook, and Facebook was a big turnoff to them to join a group. And number 2 is scheduling is so easy and it saves me so much time. So I don't know how you guys run your challenge groups. I personally, as the host of the challenge group, do a post in the morning. We do a daily challenge for points, which I'll explain more in a second. And then I do a sort of an evening post that is rate your day. So let's sum up our day. Let's talk about, how did our workout go? How did our nutrition go? How many points did we earn for the day? So because I have some early birds that like to get up really early and work out, I don't necessarily get up super, super early, and I'm in Central Time. So I schedule a post to go out every single morning at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because most of my challengers are in Eastern Time. And I schedule that the night before, and I don't have to worry about waking up early to post, because I don't like to be getting up at 8 a.m. and being that person to post. I want to be the first thing they see when they wake up in the morning. So to be able to schedule that morning post is a lifesaver. It saves me time. I'm not stressed. I've got everything typed out. And same thing with the evening post. If I'm busy, I typically get out the Rate Your Day post in around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So if I'm going out to dinner, if I'm doing something else, I schedule that post, and then it's just, I don't worry about it. Of course, I check in with my challenge groups often, But if I'm scheduling a post, I know that those staple posts are going to be there. And I know there's ways to do that on Facebook, but by using a third party. But the way the My Challenge Tracker app is designed, scheduling your post is so easy. You can do it from your phone, going onto the portal. You can do it from your computer, and it's just so streamlined. So also, I can start teaching my team how to schedule posts as well. So like they're learning to lead their own challenge groups too. The easier things are, the more they're going to be excited about doing it. So if they can schedule their posts, especially when they know they're going to be busy, and then check in on their own time when they have more free time, that's a really great way to just be able to teach them how to do something that's really streamlined. So that was number 2. Number 3, let me make sure you guys are seeing me okay. I think so. Okay. Number 3 is the app is fun and easy to use. So I think I was at a point where I was kind of getting tired of challenge groups on Facebook all the time and just was really feeling unmotivated. And when the app released and I really jumped in, I really started to appreciate how easy to use and fun it is. And me, like my type A personality, I like to be able to log things and be able to see those little dots pop up that I've logged workouts every day this week. I've logged my Shakeology. So your customers, I've found, they kind of appreciate that too. And I'll say that I have, right now in my December challenge group, I have people who are in their 20s and I have people who are in their 50s. And everyone equally loves this app. So really for me, it hasn't been an age thing. Everyone's really been enjoying it. And there haven't really been any issues. I think the one time if people are having issues, they delete the app, they reinstall it, and the issue is cleared. So even though it is an app versus getting on your computer, everyone nowadays has a smartphone. Everyone nowadays usually knows how to download an app, and it's so easy. So other people really seem to enjoy logging their workouts and logging their shakes, and when they share that with the group, that just encourages more people, oh, she did her workout, he drank his shake, cool. You can see it, you can see the activity daily, and it's just that reminder. And they can even set that reminder if they don't log anything by, let's say, 7 p.m., they will get a notification that, hey, you haven't logged anything yet today. It's time to get on and get going. So I think that is really something to consider too. This can be fun and this can be a little bit different than what we're used to, but it can also give people an easy way to track, how have you been doing this week? So easy. You can see it right there. How many workouts have you done? How many shakes have you drank? So really, just noticing that it's fun and easy to use, and it's easily, so a couple times people have said to me, they've been getting bombarded with notifications. Our groups are big, our groups are exciting, I love it. But of course, I understand that. So instead of getting a ton of Facebook notifications, they can go right into the app and manage all the notifications right there. So you can turn off push notifications. You can turn off when other people post. Maybe they only keep on a notification when a coach posts. So that's really something they can easily manage, and they don't have to be constantly getting those dings when someone logs something in an app. There's also no need, which I really like, to run through Facebook to check on your challenge group. Because if coaches like us, we log in, we have a million other things going on and we get distracted, right? But if I'm checking into my app, that's the only place that I'm going to check into. And I'm not getting distracted by the Facebook messages, by the news feed, by something else. It's my time to check into my app and be with my challengers. So number 4 is there's similar ways to personally connect. Now I know a lot of times people say they stick with Facebook groups because you can go live, you can do things that you can't necessarily do in the app yet, but I still have found that we've really I have a great way of interacting with everyone and really keeping that interaction up. So for me, I do a point system just because I think it's fun and I give away a little prize at the end of every month. But part of the points, my first couple groups in the app, I noticed people weren't really interacting. They were posting their stuff and running away. So I thought, what could I do to encourage more interaction? So every day they get a point for logging their shake, a point for logging their shake or their workout, 3 points for doing the daily challenge, which I change every day. It could be sweaty selfie one day, post your dinner the next day, you make it up, you make it fun. But another point that they can earn each day is interacting with someone else. So that means, did you ask someone a question and tag them? Did you comment below someone's workout and give them encouragement? If you commented to someone else, that's another point for a maximum of 6 points daily. Of course, we do bonus challenges and things like that. But that is a really easy way to encourage. As soon as I did that, guys, interaction shot up. So I noticed there was an issue, and then I tweaked it to fix it. And that's what we do as entrepreneurs, right? So that's just such, again, an easy way to just encourage interaction in the app. If they're new to this and maybe they don't really know how to interact like they would on Facebook, explain it to them, teach them. It's a teachable moment, and then watch your work pay off as people are supporting each other. Now I have challengers who live on opposite sides of the country who are friends because they've been connecting with each other in the app. They found each other on Facebook or on social media somewhere, and they've really become friends. And that's so cool to see that, like, I sort of facilitated that, and now they have such a great community. So just because we can't go live, we still do an interaction, like face-to-face type of interaction once a week. So I told you about the point system, but we also do a Zoom call every Sunday night with our challenge group. And I invite my coaches, I invite everyone, anyone that wants to come in really. But every Sunday night, the Sunday before we start a challenge group is our pep rally, our kickoff call. So that's where everyone gets on, we share our programs, our shake flavor, our goals, and that's really fun. But every other Sunday after that, before another group starts, is some sort of tip that I share with the team, and we talk about it. So maybe we share about how to stay healthy over the holidays. You know, this coming Sunday, we're gonna talk specifically about nutrition and meal planning and some easy, healthy meals they can make going into the holiday time when things are crazy. So even though I'm not going live in the app, I am providing ways for people to really interact with each other, you know, and really see each other on a weekly basis and feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. So there's still a way to really increase that interaction. So that was number 4. And number 5 is, I titled this number 5, honestly, I titled it, Honestly, You're Missing Out. So why do I say that? Because it's double the work. If you're, like, especially the health bet months, right? If you're hosting a health bet, which has to be held in the app, and then you're also hosting one on Facebook, it's double the work. And then especially for your challengers, if they're in both groups, that's double the work for them. So why not start to transition now to the app? And then when Beachbody, hopefully they'll do another one after January, we'll be able to just streamline that, and they know it takes place in the app, nothing is different, no big deal. So the other thing I wanted you guys to understand, which I'm sure we all do, but you get to decide what you do, right? Like, I know some of my coaches were hesitant because someone said they liked it better on Facebook. And I think that's because as a society, we just don't like change, right? But it doesn't mean that we don't have to facilitate change, because change is what makes this world go around. And change in this day and age, we can expect new things every single day. So you, as sort of this fitness leader, you get to decide how you're going to move forward with your team. So I just never gave my customers an option. I said, hey, you know, things are changing up. We are moving this to an app, so just download this on your phone. And I just sort of took the reins and I guided them in that direction, because I didn't want to give people a choice. I didn't want to say, hey, do you want to do this on Facebook or the app? No, we're doing it on the app. Jump on the app train, here we go. So that was just something that I had to make a decision about. And honestly, leading these exclusively in the app for like 6 months now, I've had maybe 1 or 2 people say they preferred the Facebook group, but guess what? They're still in the app. They're still interacting. They're still getting fitness results. And that's what it's all about. So, and sometimes I just say, you know what, I understand there's actually people that don't have Facebook. So this has been a great way for all of us to work together. And everyone understands that, you know? I'm sure you have people right now you can think of that for one reason or other don't have a Facebook account or deactivated it or whatever, and you can still work with them. So that, so now, and then as I bring on new customers and new coaches, like, the app is all they know. They have no idea that we used to do this in a Facebook group, because this is the way it is now. And that's what happens. Things change and it's a little bit rocky in the beginning, but then that's how it just becomes a new way of being. So I think that's really important to remember, that while it might seem a little stressful to make some changes now, you are adapting. You're adapting to the flow of social media and how things are pretty much streamlining now to apps, you know, and who knows if Facebook is going to be around forever. You have this place in position to now help people no matter what kind of account they have. So I'm going to end with 2 things that I do to kind of help people transition to the app. So one thing that I always do before the challenge group begins, let's say it begins on a Monday, which it always does, I send out an email around the Wednesday prior to all the challengers. And I explain, hey, here's what the app is called, download it, sign in, here's how you sign in, click the group. You'll click the group as soon as I open the group, which I haven't done yet, and then you'll be able to log your goals, your progress pictures, your measurements. You'll be able to see my introduction post. And I tell them about that. In that same email, I tell them about our weekly Zoom. So that's the way that they're going to be able to interact on a face-to-face level. And then once I send that email, usually the next day is when I open up the group. So I give them a day to sort of download the app and get ready for it. And then I personally message or email whoever I contact my challengers. I send them a personal message when the group is activated, when I get into the portal and I open up the group. So then I say, hey girl, the app or the group is now open. Just log into it. This is how you log in. Can you let me know that you see our group? Like right now, our group is called the 12 Days of Fitness. So I say, hey, did you see the 12 Days of Fitness when you log into the My Challenge Tracker app? And that's how I really just make sure that everyone feels okay with it. If there's any issues, that's when we can talk about technical difficulties. I had someone, download the wrong app one time, no big deal. We figured it out. She was in, she loves it now. And that's kind of it. So the last thing that I do really is I just comment and I support everyone. Like my job as the coach, I make sure I'm liking every single notification in that app. Every single one someone posts, every single Shakeology someone posts, every single workout, I as the coach am liking it and I'm commenting as much as possible. So for me, it just really gives me that sense of I am supporting them and I know that I'm going to be here every single day. And as a coach, that's our job, is to show up. So why not make it a little bit easier on ourselves and streamline stuff so that when I'm on Facebook, that's my work time. And when I'm on the app, that's my challenger time. So I'll recap all these 5 reasons. Number 1 was you reach more people. Number 2 was scheduling is so easy and it saves me time. Number 3 is it's fun and easy to use. Number 4 is similar ways to personally connect with people. And number 5 is honestly, you're missing out. So guys, I hope that was helpful, especially with the health bet coming up so soon and we have to lead a group in the app. This is a great time to transition and just make that decision that 2017, you're going to use My Challenge Tracker, you're going to rock it. It's going to be something that becomes second nature to you. And the people you meet that don't have a Facebook account, cool, you can still help them. They're still part of a community and you just really grow with the growth of social media. So thank you guys so much. I hope this was helpful. Please, any comments, you can post them underneath and I will answer as soon as I can. Have a great day.